Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Yo, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Jay Jones. This week we begin part 1 of our adventure with Daniel Fernandez as the half-orc bard / fighter, Stu the Maniac Wellington. Daniel is also a contributor on the Roll to Seize podcast, where he runs a Dark Heresy RPG campaign. If you like this show, you'll definitely get a kick out of that series. And so, without any further ado, let's get to the game. First up, we have Jeremy Fox. Jeremy is a writer for film and television, and Jeremy is playing the human fighter Prince Horace Kemp. Jeremy,
Yay.
welcome back from the honeymoon with Isolde.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was very nice.
Where'd you go?
Very pleasant, yeah.
It was a staycation.
Oh, nice.
We kind of just hung out, caught up on some DVDs.
Nice. Some old Dragon Cubes?
Yeah.
You haven't been able to watch in a while?
Yeah.
What was your favorite? What'd you guys binge?
Oh, we binged Dragon Fuckers 3,
Oh.
Volume 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Those kind of
It's
DVDs.
not what you think it is.
It's not?
No.
It's like the bad boys of the
It's more of a low-key dramedy.
It's actually a lot like Cops, but it's like Dragon Hunters.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's not in our neighborhood, obviously. Oh gosh, what else did we binge? We binged. The Wizard Lick, which is
Okay.
It's about candy making in our kingdom.
That's good.
Yeah, so
Nice.
It's a really good.
Which one do you recommend more?
Oh, Wizard Lick is just good TV.
Okay.
Just good Dragon Cube.
Okay. I mean, I feel like the plays these days are just not as good as Dragon Cubes. Dragon Cubes just you have more time to explore.
The play's dead. The play's dead.
Yeah.
As an art form.
Unfortunate. People just aren't showing up. All right. So, next up...
It's all about the foreign market now.
Yeah.
We really have to have a word with the people who name Dragon Cubes. I think they're all named by Tobias Funke.
So next up is Kelly Egan. Kelly is a digital strategist, and she plays the half-elf druid Ysabel, Izzy Buchanan.
Hello.
Izzy, now it's been
Yeah.
about a month since all of the wedding shenanigans. What have you been getting up to around the keep lately? The Kemp Estates.
I've been mostly befriending all the animals on the property.
Oh, nice.
And helping maintain and kind of grow the foliage on the estate. But I've also been doing a lot of wandering outside of the Kemp property and kind of just trying to befriend as many animals as possible to learn what's the lowdown of the sentiment amongst all of the natural living creatures in Kempland. Some are happy, some aren't.
And some know where the best berries are.
Some do, yes.
But that's very interesting. So you've been also helping with the Moondrop Lily expansion as well, because you
Yes.
guys have been placing those around the perimeter.
Yes, weren't we also contracting others to go?
Yeah, we hired people to go and
yeah.
do that. I haven't heard from them in a while.
No.
That's probably fun.
I'm sure they did well.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did a good job. All right. Our next player is Mike Christensen. Mike is my partner in crime on the Because Comics podcast. He's currently waving. But with us, he plays the half-elf wizard, Sweeney.
You guys are criminals?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what our other podcast is about. Committing comic crimes.
Oh.
But Sweeney
Yes.
is, it's post-wedding. Some people have been gone and, you've been... How's that relationship with Jiggyhor going?
He has severe cabin fever.
Oh, boy.
He's never been in one place for this long in his entire life. It's been maybe 4 months, and he's going insane.
Oh, yeah.
He likes Jiggyhor fine. It's just being in one static place makes him very uncomfortable. So he's been going out into the town and conning people and trying to run games with sleight of hand card tricks and stuff.
How's that been working out for him? Roll a sleight of hand for me.
Total of 12.
Oh, not very well.
Well, now everyone knows who he is, so that helps.
That's true.
You're hit with the kids, though, at least.
Yeah.
More of a joke.
I'm trying to take people's money, but they're actually just hiring me for birthday parties, and it's not what I intended at all.
I mean, they're paying you though, so you are taking their money.
They're giving me money. I just really thought it would be more more criminal than it was.
Well, here's the thing, and they do catch you like taking money, but they think it's part of like the bit of like Sweeney taking money.
He made a gold piece disappear.
Like, yay!
That's all right. We'll just include that in his bill.
Speaking of which, you guys are pretty famous at this point. Like, the Velvet League is very well known in this town. Like, also the protection that you guys have been providing is pretty well known. So it would go without saying that people actually would maybe intentionally invite you to a birthday party.
Yep.
Now, finally, our guest today is Daniel Fernandez. Daniel is our game master on Dark Heresy, which you can listen to on the Roll to Seize podcast. And Daniel is playing the half-orc bard, Stu, the Maniac Wellington.
That's me.
Now, Stu, how have things been going for you and your orphanage of kids that you've been taking care of?
Okay, so it was good for a while.
Right.
Things were going well. I had that adventure at Chibber City. That was cool. I brought back a warlock. But then these, like, crazy stuff has been happening in the world. I don't know if you know about this. I think it's something to do with moondrop lilies. I don't know. Stu doesn't hear too much about that. But there's something crazy going on in the world. All these monsters coming out of places, little robot men, all sorts of crazy stuff. And like more and more refugees have been showing up, like trying to run away. And like I opened up my orphanage to like all of these people. Like, hey, you know, everybody is welcome. Everybody could come in. Unfortunately, that ended up being more than I could handle. I thought I could just do the orphanage stuff myself, like, because I've had a bunch of adventures. Like, there was this crime boss named Goro, tried to steal my land, like all this stuff. But eventually, I've been taking all these refugees.
I want to hear that whole story.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe another time. I've come up with all these other adventures that Stu has had in my head because I've gained a couple of levels, so I must have gone on adventures.
The mortgage is due.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was some sort of like ancient like relic on my land that he wanted, but I didn't even know about it. It's like this whole thing.
As you did.
So then
Go to that adventure now.
no, we're gonna go to this me standing outside the orphanage with it on fire as fire elementals are coming into the world. My orphanage is gone now.
Brutal.
Yes,
And the little children babies.
the
the
kids made it
children, most of the children made it out.
Jesus.
What a small but important qualifier.
Stu has been having a rough time. Stu also not really rocking the whole wrestler thing anymore. Now like sword, shield, plate mail. Still has bard stuff, but like I don't have time to be screwed around in the war anymore. This world is really, really bad. So now I'm kind of leading a bunch of refugees trying to find a safe place. So, you know, I got more scars now.
Not my country.
Yeah, you're in the backyard.
Not my country.
Yeah. We'll set them up in the.
Not my president.
We'll set them up in the forest that you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a nice guy.
Debatable.
Horace is nice.
But what do you think the odds are that
Ish.
we'll run into him in this adventure?
Probably not.
Not.
We're gonna have this is like two separate podcasts.
Yeah,
happening.
we're
having a
gonna
separate
continually
podcast.
cut back to Stu on the road.
Okay.
And like the things you do are going to affect what's happening to me. It's going to be like an interesting like connect. No.
Love it.
Interactive.
Butterfly effect.
I'm not trying to make this political with refugees. It's the sort of thing that happened.
It does happen. Speaking of which, we now enter
Let's talk about Donald Trump.
the story of the century.
Dragon.
Now let's talk a little bit about the state of things. And Stu, you kind of kicked that off a little bit. Is
Yeah.
that, yes, around the world, these incursions have gotten worse. Modrons have been spilling in, fire elementals, water elementals, things from hell, just spilling into all different dimensions, vying for power. There is kind of rumored to be a little bit of this safe haven nearby this place known as the Kemp Estates. There seems to be very little incursions happening there, and people have slowly but surely been kind of migrating towards Kemptown, essentially. The price for lodging there has gone up significantly. The Airbnbs are pretty pricey now.
What's my wife up to?
Isolde is actually off negotiating as part of kind of a massive peace treaty that's going down. Marcus, as well as Gendacross, has left the castle. I mean the estates, essentially to get to one large kind of summit, essentially, where multiple rulers from the Five Kingdoms are meeting to discuss the terms of what to be done about these refugees from other lands, from other dimensions.
That means Jiguhar's in charge, right?
Actually, Jiguhor, because he was getting cabin fever, just recently left to go with his father and Gendacross as well to go to this peace summit. So the Kemp Estates is actually fairly light on...
So hold on.
Are you in charge?
I'm in charge.
So I
of the
was
Kemp
going to
Estates?
say, that before Marcus left, he's been pretty proud of you lately, especially with what went down with the wood elves from Felix recently, and you marrying Isolde and coming back, seeming like a little bit more responsible than you've ever been. And Marcus actually, strangely, surprisingly, entrusted the Kemp estates in your care.
No.
Oh my God.
Is this kind of like when during the State of the Union they take like a low-ranking cabinet member and appoint him as the designated survivor and just like,
Yes.
hey, you be here in case anything bad happens over here.
And it's usually the guy who has like one arm and is
or Kiefer Sutherland.
or Kiefer.
Or Kiefer Sutherland.
Cool. You know what? I've already started construction on the water slides.
Oh,
boy.
sweet.
Are you building Ice Town?
So you're using your power very effectively.
It's like
right away.
blank check.
It's exactly like blank check. There's a ball pit now.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Cool, cool.
Isolde's gone too. I can do whatever
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
can do
I
whatever
want to do.
Chocolate
Yeah.
for dinner
Chocolate for dinner
and breakfast.
and brekkies.
You guys are all having such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
out
it's
here.
so cool.
You're on the road, just having a good old time, shepherding a bunch of kids and refugees.
There's not enough food.
And we're building staircases out of pillows.
Yeah, we're getting giant
That's a
pillow
lot.
forts.
And
Just laying the groundwork for our diabetes eventually.
Oh, yeah. We actually don't walk anymore. We just roll around and we have other people push us
The bronze keepers now have nipples on their breastplates.
oh my goodness,
and carry us
you
everywhere.
had that commissioned?
Yeah,
to be
I had that commissioned.
Nice.
Yeah, because I have nipples on my breastplate.
Dark Heresy fans, look for more pillows on our podcast.
There's bubbles all the time.
Yeah, there's a
just
bubble.
every
There's actually a
different
official royal bubbler.
Have
Yeah.
you just decommissioned one bronze keeper to be a royal
he's the
bubbler at all
bubbler.
times?
Yeah, he loves it. I think he was meant for it. He was born to be a bubbler.
What I'd like you to do for me is I'd like you to roll I guess it would be persuasion. There isn't a diplomacy thing anymore, is there?
Persuasion kind of took over that stat, yeah.
Give me a performance check, just a flat performance check.
You talking to me?
Yeah, to Horace, just to see how your guards have been receiving your orders.
Okay, performance. I got a 17.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
So
gosh.
the bronze keepers have actually been taking to your authority pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and our one in particular is strangely excited to take his hobby of bubbling to the next level.
I knew it.
He was the first one to invent one of those giant bubble fans
Mm-hmm.
that to follow you around with
Wait a minute. Gormo's back, and that's a bronze keeper's job?
Yeah, Gormo's got more important things to do.
What is Gormo doing these
We need
days?
Is he still a
strong-
fish monster?
No, he's
No, we
not.
cured him.
That was cured.
I don't know anything about that.
We need a strong bronze keeper is holding a fan that's like 5 feet wide with a bunch of little holes that you
And
could just
bubbles just
massively dip into soapy
Yeah.
water, and then just in one big
Well, the
under
central
bubble.
fountain is now is bubble water. So
Oh, really?
and
Yeah.
edible.
Yeah, somehow we had a wizard able to
Yeah.
make water that's soapy and edible.
candy.
That hardens in your mouth.
The
and
world
it's
is
chewable.
like dying.
Not into the Kemp estate.
Yeah.
On campus,
Campus
it's a lot of
states.
bubble adventures.
La, 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 la,
I've
la.
actually been kind of emptying out the treasury.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, we're spending a lot of money, but for me, it's worth it because, when in times of strife, you have to have a good time. You have to take your mind off things. You have to be able to look at the nipples on breastplates and realize that's the truth. That's the reality.
That's the hope that we all have
That's
in
the
our
hope.
hearts.
Yeah. And actually, I'm starting to commission cod pieces for the whole bronze.
Of course you are. Just for everyone.
They're going to be shaped individually.
Is your codpiece guy named Schumacher? Like, what is
Yes.
going on here?
Actually, yes, the Schumacher in the town, the
Schumacher.
great metalsmith,
Yeah.
has.
You got codpieces and nipples?
It was
Like, what-
Schumacher's idea, and I just loved it. He came in and he was like, I think we should change things up. And I said, yeah,
I
yes.
found this specific fluorescent coloring that we can
He
drape
wanted-
across all of the clothes.
He wanted to go assless, but I said, no, they need a little protection.
Yeah.
But he was going to go assless.
It's the hardest spot to protect on a bronze keeper.
Honestly, it's not, because bronze keepers are told to never run away. So they
that's true.
technically could go assless and be just fine.
Yeah. But we'd be spending a fortune on towels and like
What if
index
somebody
for all the
sneaks up on a bronze
chairs
keeper,
and
though?
surfaces.
That doesn't happen. That's unheard of. Unheard of in the Kemp estates.
Also, they're not assless, so they're okay. They're in the same situation as if they were normal armored knights
Yeah.
who get snuck up on. Although, unfortunately, Schumacher's work, you just can't turn your head.
No.
It's like the Batman suits
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
The-
because Joel Schumacher
Joel
directed
Schumacher.
2 of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plays, you mean?
So are
could
you
do that.
headed? Is
yeah.
this person headed to the Kemp
Well,
estates?
I was going to say, so as you guys...
Sorry, Jay, would you like to get a word in?
Yeah, sure. So You guys are enjoying your bubble adventures. Sweeney is taking to some birthday parties and some attempts at thievery still to get some of that old thievery feelings back, while Izzy is out, speaking with the animals and the creatures. A few more people have been coming to town just to take up safety in some of the local hotels, but there's a large knock at the front door of the Kemp Estates, and right now you're kind of dealing with the guards that are here at the estates are more like the relief guards. The bronze keepers that went with Marcus and Jen Necroz, and then the bronze keepers that went with Isolde. So you guys are kind of on, I would say, let's call them the C team, the D team of bronze keepers are here, but they're still very capable. They're all trained warriors. One walks into, Horace, where are you? Where are you spending most of your time these days?
Well, in the central hall, there's now the pillow fort that Izzy has commissioned.
Yep.
And rules over.
Yes.
There's it's infested with squirrels.
It's just, what? They're adorable and soft.
And, but I usually hang out near the chocolate fountain.
Inside the pillow fort?
Near it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've made my own little special throne.
Oh, excellent.
And it's platinum and shiny.
Jesus.
You had a platinum throne commissioned?
Yeah.
The fountains all within the pillow fort are just tequila.
Yeah, it's a tequila fountain.
The chocolate fountains are outside. That's a different hall.
The royal accountant quit his job about a week ago.
Can I go somewhere else?
I made the bubbler the accountant also.
That tracks.
You also have cheesecake for lunch.
Yeah.
So a bronze keeper approaches. Are you in the pillow fort? Or
No. I'm on my throne.
Okay. So the bronze keeper makes its way around the pillow fort, squirrels scurrying around and chirping at the bronze keeper as he goes. Makes his way into your new kind of temporary throne room on your new platinum throne, and approaches. Sir, there's a whole group of people at the front of the building. Do you have a moment?
Have you been polishing your nipples?
I mean, yes, every day. You got us the nipple polishing wax that we are now required in our morning dressing process.
They look tarnished. We need to get Schumacher to put a little more detail on these because I'm not feeling it yet.
Sir, Schumacher has been making some recommendations that, listen, I'm just a bronze keeper, but...
Exactly. You don't question Schumacher. He's a little higher rank than you now.
Okay, all right. Wait, he's a little bit more high-ranking? Have we added him to the military wing?
I gave him a marshal.
Oh, God.
I gave him marshal status.
All right, well, sir, I
We pay him now.
Wait, what?
We pay him now.
To be part of the military wing? Do I have to salute him?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do. And he it requires a very specific salute.
Could you show me what it is? I mean,
it's genital. It's genital based.
It's okay. Is what does it look like? Could you give me a demonstration? I want to make sure.
I'll have to think for about 5 minutes.
Okay. But if you could come with me, I need to take you to. I can't.
There's
let
people
anyone,
outside.
Yes, and they're asking. One specifically is asking for you.
Bring them in.
Oh, wait, just bring them in. There's a whole bunch of people. There's like 20 of them.
Bring them on in.
All right. Do you want me to bring them food and?
Bring me my bubbler. And yes, you can bring them food.
Oh, okay. And
Are they hungry?
Yes, they apparently they've been traveling for days.
Oh well, we have leftover lunch. Izzy, do we have more lunch?
Yeah. What, cheesecake? Yeah, we have
Okay.
I got
can
a
you grab
lime
some?
cheesecake.
Can you get Gormo to grab some?
I mean, what, more cheesecake?
Yeah, we've got guests.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
Get dressed.
I'll get in the cheesecake room.
Get dressed. Are you
What?
naked in the pillow fort?
I might be, bitch. I might.
Okay. Get dressed. We have guests.
Oh,
I wanted to
okay.
speak to you about the dietary concerns some of me and my men have had as well. The amount of pies and not easily readied starches and meats has started to concern us.
You're pooping weird. I get it.
It's been
I
uncomfortable.
can fix that. I got the
Izzy can fix that.
Yeah.
She'll fix that for you.
All right. Well, I'll bring the people in. And he rushes back to the front, opens the door, and standing there with a whole group of children and a few refugees.
And a few other refugees, yeah.
is Stu Wellington.
Oh my God, it's the Maniac.
Oh my god!
It's the Maniac, and I stride up to Stu and give him a big hug.
Good to see you, Blondie.
It's always good to see the Maniac. I still have your picture signed.
Yeah.
It's under the pillow fort.
Hey! And I push Horace out of the way, and I jump into
Izzy,
his
oh
arms.
God, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
Yes.
You want some pie?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. I wish I could see you under nicer circumstances.
Are these all your kids?
What?
Yes. Most of them are my kids. Some of them are kids that we picked up along the way.
Jesus, is
Are
you okay
Are you
with
making
that?
a kid army? What's going on? Why did you leave? Why are you here? Wait, I mean, I'm happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I don't know if you know about the world, but there's some bad stuff going down.
What?
Beings from other planes are disrupting everything. The
Beans?
Again?
beings.
Oh, okay. That's
Good.
freaked me out.
Yeah,
for
this is a
second.
no bean zone. We do not.
We don't eat
allow
beans in the
beans
castle because of
here.
the fart
They're-
factor.
and small.
We don't have the ability to choose what kind of food we eat. We take what we can get.
Stu, you're our guest now. You now do get to choose between pies or candies, or
tequila.
cheesecake,
Yeah.
or tequila.
Yeah, we got
have
a tequila fountain.
See, now the choice is yours.
Yes, but it seems like they need a bit more sustenance.
I
for
was
us. We need to
wondering
get, like-
if me and my kids and the few adults that survived the sacking of Fettenshire would be able to stay here in the Kemp Estates
Say
for
no
a time.
more, Stu. The answer is no. But
What?
you can have all the. I'm just
No.
kidding,
Yeah.
Stu. You can stay. Yes, of
No.
course. You're our guest. Get them rooms in the estate. Gorbo.
And you see coming down the stairs very quickly in some new, nicely minted butler attire is Gormo. Comes running up. Yes?
Hey, Gormo.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you two know each other?
Yeah. Back in the day when I used to do the wrestling stuff.
Last I saw you, you were a fish man.
Yeah, I got better.
Okay, good,
I
good.
feel good. Thanks to some
What's
of
all
the
this about a
wizard-
fish man, Gormo?
Oh, it was nothing, sir. It doesn't matter. I was looking for sandwiches for quite a while, and I don't think we ever really talked about this. I mean, I've tried to talk to you about it a few times.
I'm barely hearing what you're saying right now.
What do you need?
You deserve
need
better
you
than
to-
this, Gorman.
I need you to house every one of these children in their own private room.
Every one of them?
Yes.
Each in a private room.
Yes, please.
Oh,
and Stu
right.
gets a special suite.
Oh, okay.
Give him Jiggy Horse room.
Are you
We
sure?
have about 6 adults with us.
Master Jiggy Hor
We'll
would
give them the apartment wing.
So I come down the water slide at this point.
splash.
Is that a...
Yeah, indoor water slide. Mm-hmm. It's just water, though. Don't worry.
Maniac!
A few of the kids are like, wow, just staring at the water
Yeah,
slide.
the kids are just impressed by all of this.
This is kind of their dream house that a small child would probably ever have, to have bubbles and pillow forts.
No, it's an adult house.
And squirrels. Yes.
It's a house for adults.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, go ahead and enjoy the pillow fort.
And squirrels.
And squirrels. Don't get bit. I think one of them's
be careful, guys. I think a lot of my kids would be more interested in, do you have any food?
Yes, Gormo, that's what I was calling you in. Cheesecake
yeah.
for everyone.
Okay.
The
sure.
kids cheer at the sound of cheesecake.
We also have regular food in the regular food room. It's got like bread and stews and like
Boring.
meats and
Boring
corn on the
things.
cob
Okay,
and
all right,
cucumbers. And
There is a
salad
non-0% chance we will have
and
scurvy.
like some curry.
I'm trying to keep my kids.
And
Well,
meatballs.
thank you. Your generosity is appreciated.
More than welcome, Stu.
meat pies, like soups of all kinds.
Yeah.
It's
Hey, what happened to your orphanage?
it's not doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, you sold it.
No, remember I said that Fettenshire got sacked.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what that word means.
Beings from another existence destroyed it. They
We're not talking
looted
about
it.
beans.
Wait, beings? Like what do they look like?
From another existence?
Fire. Well, they were. I thought they might be fire elementals, or they might have been demons. I don't really know. I'm not an expert at this sort of stuff.
What kind of trouble are you in, Stu?
Well, it's been great seeing you, buddy, and I just start
The
grab you by the
world's
shoulders.
in trouble.
No, everything
The
seems
world?
totally fine. Good for you to stop by. Great seeing you, as always. Wish we could have had more awkward sexual tension, but we really should be getting back on the road. Get you some key lime pie for the road, right, guys?
Well, no, we only
We're
get
not.
blueberry pie for the road.
I
That's
was
fair.
hoping that at least
No,
my kids.
if he doesn't finish
could-
the sentence, nothing. We don't do anything.
Oh, stop it, Sweeney. They're staying here, and we need to save the world.
Staying here,
again.
we can do. We can have people stay here. That's totally fine. The second half,
We're gonna do that.
Didn't hear that
We're
part.
gonna do it.
Didn't hear you say it.
We've been cooped up here like a bunch of assholes, eating tequila and chocolate and key lime pie and various other assortments of foods that I listed off a little bit earlier. I think we should get our asses back out there.
Some of us don't have a choice.
Trita, you can stay here.
You can stay here. I mean, we'll go. I mean, it'd be
It's
nice
not-
if you come with. Like,
we don't have to
just,
go
you know,
anywhere. We can
like-
send other people to do that. That's a position that we're in now. We can go and hire people. Remember how sometimes people hired us to do things? We can go do that now because we have some money. Not a bunch of money, but some money.
We have infinite money.
That's not how money works or your family
The
works.
bubbler comes up to you. Listen, I know I do this most of the time, but I've been reading some of the books, and
Nelson?
we don't have
Speaking of a
infinite
bubble.
money.
I can't sit
Apt
on.
metaphor.
I can't sit here and do nothing, knowing that the world is being destroyed, and we
Did you not know it was being destroyed already?
No. Well, we know there's instances.
No,
of
none of us
scrambles,
spend any time in the town,
We've
so
already
new
restored
information.
The Moontrap lilies. We've
Haven't heard anything
already
about it.
destroyed the wizard killers. So no.
So you,
Well, we didn't
so
destroy
you
the
guys are
Wizard
just
Killers.
completely out of touch now. The famous Velvet League is just rich assholes now. Is that what's
Hey,
going on?
That's how
I
celebrity
dip
works.
a goblet in the tequila fountain and drop like, no.
we gain status for being part of the people, and then we gain so much status that we're no longer part of the people. Our early work is really the stuff that people connect with the best.
We've been busy doing other things.
So
We went to heaven
Oh yeah, we went there.
on purpose.
I think Stu's right. I think we're out of touch. I think we need to touch ourselves.
Okay.
Great.
Maybe
And
even touch
others.
the world. And
Yes,
touch
and
others.
others.
Okay,
Need to
if you
touch
guys are just going to
everyone.
keep doing
Good.
bits, I'm going to go to the room.
Yes.
Gormo, where am I staying?
I'll show you to your room, and Gormo takes you up the stairs, is kind of reminiscing, kind of catching each other up on like
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
been going down.
It was good to see you guys again. It was good to see you again, Izzy.
Oh, that was loaded.
What's up his butthole?
I don't know, but I just remembered when we're done touching the world, we need to touch the void.
Oh, I thought you were going to say touch the boys. No.
Touch the void, Izzy?
Void, yeah.
What?
I don't know. It's one of the planes, I think. I don't
What
know.
are you talking about?
wants to
Why?
go to the void.
You wanna-
I wander away.
I'm concerned.
No,
I'm
you shouldn't.
very actively concerned
You
now.
shouldn't be.
I mean, it's there. The concern is here
I'm
now.
honestly more worried about that squirrel that's foaming. There's a foamy squirrel in that pillow fortress. I haven't been there in weeks.
You do hear some like kids like scurrying around in the pillow fort, and you hear one like yell.
Yeah, see?
I can fix that. I'm on it. Sorry.
You sound like you don't want to be a hero anymore, Sweeney.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah, I'm super ready to be done.
Really?
I'm out.
Well, I forbid it.
Forbid.
I forbid your outness. I forbid it.
No, I'm out, man.
You're
you
a
can't.
You're a hero.
That's not.
I can see inside you.
That's not true or so. No, that's not right.
He's a hero.
He's
a hero, everyone.
We went to heaven. That was good. And then I got a boat dropped on me, and I think that was enough. I think that was plenty.
No.
What?
No. I forbid it.
I broke so many of my bones, Horace, all at once.
Yeah.
Like simultaneously.
And you've died before. We all get it.
Twice.
We get it.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah, I'd rather Izzy not read my death letter. Although I can't stop you guys if you do prematurely, but I'd rather it not happen.
She has a death letter?
She has my death letter
Why don't I have it?
because she took it from you, and then you were gonna take it from her, and then she threatened to drink her potion that makes
Got
her
it.
super strong.
Got it.
I come back in. I'm wearing all my armor. All right. I'm ready. Let's go.
Are we
not-
leaving now?
I don't know. I
That's
just wanted
not-
to wear it.
this is not
I was wearing a
necessary.
bed sheet before, so this seems a little
Sweeney
bit more
wants to quit.
appropriately.
He wants to quit
What?
the Velvet League.
Hi.
Quit? You can't
No,
quit the Velvet
I want to
League.
repurpose the Velvet League to be just what we're doing now. This feels fine.
This is hedonistic and a waste of money, and probably not very healthy for us.
So we should migrate and move somewhere else. We could move into the vault together.
I have an
That'd
idea.
be cozy.
No, we're not going back in the vault. That's weird. It's like saying, "Hey, everyone, let's hang out in this porta potty for a while." No, nobody wants to do that.
I could teleport out and make sure that we get supplies. We can make supply runs. That'll be fun.
I have an idea.
I don't.
What if we turn the entire world into a pillow fort and
Now
make
that's an
everybody have a good time?
I can't
That's
cast
an
wish
And
anymore. I'm sorry.
Tequila fountains in every village, and then every child gets their own bunk bed, even though there's no one sleeping above or below. You could just pick every night. Tonight I'm gonna sleep on the top. Tomorrow I'll sleep on the bottom.
That's the dream.
That is the dream. What if we spread that throughout the world?
You in, Sweeney? You
No,
into that?
very much not.
What?
See? Look at him.
I'm ready for. I'm good.
Are you gonna retire? retire?
Yeah,
You can't retire.
You're not that old.
That sounds good. That's fine. I'm technically like a year old.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. You're just a little baby. You're just a little baby.
So you're bringing a child. You want me to turn me into child soldier? That's not okay.
Absolutely. I have
That's a
babies
war
fighting for me
crime.
all across the land.
There's a whole country full of kids that run it by themselves.
Yeah.
Lord of the Flydom,
Peter
so great.
Pan world.
It's very effective. They make fantastic saltwater taffy. They
Absolutely.
do. We have some in the saltwater taffy room down the hall on the left if you want.
This feels like I'm about to be outvoted.
Yeah, you can't retire from
Well, yeah, I
being-
forbid it.
Yeah.
And you would be outvoted if you didn't remember that you actually had to be somewhere. You have a birthday party. You remembered this appointment that you
Damn
had.
it. All right. Well, I gotta go do a thing. Don't follow me or ask any questions, and then I'll see you guys later.
So Sweeney leaves to go into town. You guys have actually noticed that Sweeney has been going into town more frequently. He's been saying he's been doing these birthday parties.
No, I
and
haven't
he's-
said anything about what
Oh,
I'm
you haven't
doing.
said anything?
I just say I'm going out for a while. Don't follow me or ask any questions.
Oh,
Every
okay.
time. Same.
Every single time?
Every single time.
Okay.
I feel like
And they haven't?
I don't know. I leave too quickly.
So far, they have not.
he leaves so quick we don't even get to say
I'm just
anything.
like,
He's
all right,
already-
bye, and I just missed
I
a
guess
step
they're
away.
too stuck in their hedonism to even notice.
Well,
Well,
leaves them more
okay.
time to build those pillow forts.
What is it with this podcast network and freaking pillow forts?
Have you
Was there
been
actually one on Roll the Seas?
There was a pillow labyrinth. There was. They
Partial
stopped.
Arc Network brought to you by
Pillow forts.
Frederick's Pillows.
They stopped an evil. Well, they stopped a robot from tracking them by trapping it in pillows.
Perfect.
Right
That's
on.
the smartest way to stop robots.
Yeah. We should build one of those.
They only understand metal.
Enough of this Dark Heresy ad. Sorry.
So essentially, Sweeney, you've left to go into town.
Yep.
The kids are playing in the pillow fort. They're getting their food and cheesecake. They're brought.
I hope they're getting real food.
They're brought eventually some real food because kids kind of like kids after this ancient tradition called All Hallows Eve. I can't remember exactly. I think it was All Ravens Eve. Essentially, kids eat too much chocolate and candy and then they feel sick. So after a little while, they're brought some actual real food from eating all that cake and pie. And they settle in for the evening. Stu, you're showed to your room. The kids are all provided residency. If not in the main estate, there is kind of a guest estate nearby in the back. And
I go to visit each one of the kids.
Yep. Some of them, because some of them are like teenagers.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Even the older ones, I visit them though.
Yeah.
Just check and see how they're doing.
And
Some of them are like making out with each other, and I do not even care anymore. Like whatever.
You're not my dad, Stu.
I'm not trying to stop you. Like you two have fun. Just be
Yeah,
safe.
I can see in your eyes you don't want me to fucking kiss or some shit. So, like,
Get him out of here. Get him
yeah,
out of here.
get
Kyle.
out of here,
Get
you
out of here.
weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Whatever.
Stay safe. I'm good to see
a little
you guys
kids
safe.
in the hallway, like a little 40-year-old like pulling like in like kind of like that full onesie, like, Mr. Wellington, can you read me another scary story so I can go to sleep?
You got it.
I want
You
to
got
hear
it,
all the
little guy.
adorable ways the kids mispronounce your name. Mr. Wellington.
Mr. Wellington.
Mr. Stoofle Fluffles, can you read me a story?
You got it, little guy.
So you
And
make your
I
rounds.
pick him up in my arms and carry him to his room.
I guess Horace and Izzy, what do you guys do for the remainder of the evening?
So we typically around this time every day have a joust off in the main ballroom where we get on the backs of whoever is nearest by, and then we run at each other. But instead of jousting poles, they're just really, really big candy canes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, tonight. I heard what Stu said, and I heard what you said. So I'm gonna go gather Doris from the vault because I've had Doris down there for a while.
Oh.
We had kind of a breakup.
Oh, damn. Okay. So I should get my other
Me and
armor.
Doris
Oh wow.
had a little bit of a falling out.
What
What
happened?
what led to that?
Doris was jealous of Isolde. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
That can happen between...
Well, I was foot fucking Isolde a lot.
Oh, that's
And
Doris.
Doris was like, "I'm a sword, and I need you."
You
So I
haven't
put him
used
in-
Doris in a while either.
I
Is
know
that
exactly.
Part of
That's
it too?
part of it too. I think Doris has
Oh.
bloodlust, and it's like I try to stab it into a turkey and shit, but
Not the same.
not the same for Doris.
Give me the blood that flows hot.
Yeah, shh.
Well, I think
It's
Doris.
just you
will
and
be-
me now, Doris.
So you go get Doris from the vault.
Yeah, I get Doris from the vault, unsheath Doris, I go, you ready for more adventure, buddy?
I am. I mean, I don't know.
I brought you some blood.
You did?
I absolutely did.
What a weird character choice for Doris.
Oh, yeah, just pour that on me.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where did you get the blood?
Yeah, where did you get that?
I don't know. I found it.
I collect blood, actually.
I found it.
I guess that was.
No, it's established.
No, I know that. Has
Yeah.
been,
That is canonical.
Yeah. I found her stash of blood, and I've been
Did
using
you get a
it.
like that you took it?
I don't know.
Wait, have you been like just putting like jars of blood around the
She's like
estates?
Howard Hughes with
No, I
blood
have,
jars.
I have a blood collection. After a lot of things that we kill, I'm
I
like,
know.
one moment. Glug, glug.
Some of these are like 4 years old.
Can I
Yeah.
collect
Oh, boy.
that?
Yeah.
But I did realize, I think it was like like
You
8
ready for it
episodes
to
ago,
be
nothing
you and
happened.
me again, Doris?
Yeah, I am. I am ready to do this. Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know, but we got to save a world, and I think it's our world.
All right. Well, I'm in. Let's do this.
All right, I'm going to sheath you, so quiet now.
Oh,
So you're sheathed up. Now I'm gonna hop over to Sweeney, who's in town, who makes his way to a tavern, a simple tavern. It's got an inn above it. Steps in, greets the owner. You make your way upstairs like you have a few times before. You open the door, and there, sitting in the room waiting for you, is the second. So
They think I'm doing birthday party again. I mean, I haven't told them because I would never tell them, but I've spread some rumors that like I'm doing these birthday parties, so that's what they think.
Well, listen, we are running out of time. We need to loop them in eventually. We're going to need all of them for this.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. Complication numero uno. Stuart the Maniac Wellington.
Stu?
Yeah, he's
here in town?
He's here in town with a bunch of refugees.
Oh, no.
So, that's the thing that exists. That was the primary complication. Primary complication number 2, like the world's on fire. Just
Well, yes.
the whole thing. No, I mean, I know, but like it's getting pretty bad out there, and like he's got a bunch of refugees with him that he's like picked up on the way from Fettonshire. Fettonshire. I don't care.
Listen, we're going to need all of you, and we may need to bring someone else along, but the thing is, we need to make sure that these refugees are safe. We can't... Now, when are the Kemps returning to the estate?
Mike doesn't know. But,
You don't.
But Sweeney.
But you would
Sweeney
know. You would know that actually, the summit should be ending within, and they can return probably within about 2 weeks.
Okay. So I relay that information.
Listen, I know I haven't been giving you much information about this. We need to go to the ethereal plane.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I really don't want to die again. Second, I really don't.
I don't think that's going to happen. That's not the plan here. We just need to make our way into the ethereal plane. We need to retrieve something. Just one little thing.
Would love if you tell me what it was.
Listen.
Would super duper
It's
love
best if I don't give you all the information.
That's
We just-
rarely ever true. That's so seldom is true.
You have to trust me on this one that we need to do it quickly.
The
we
funny
need to do
thing
it
about
quietly.
it is that I aggressively distrust you. And it's not, I don't want you to understand, it's not an absence of trust, it is a foundation of mistrust. I want you to be very clear about that. I don't know what you do, or who you are, or what you want. And the first time you and I met, you used me as bait and gambled with my life. And you fucked up a little bit because I lost it. In fact, twice in a row. The only times I've ever died is when you were around. Ever. So it is a fundamental absence of trust replaced with just burning fiery hatred. So, like, I get that it's important and relevant information and all that jazz. Would love if you tell me anything, or fucking nothing's happening. Or I will make sure that the Velvet League thinks it's a great idea to hang out here forever. I can keep steering them in that direction. I can keep encouraging bubble guys.
Was that your idea?
Look, I don't ever want to take credit for anything Horace says or does, but replacing no's with yeses goes a long way towards encouraging Horace's behavior.
All right. Let's meet tomorrow. All of you tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'll explain everything.
How about this time you come to the castle?
My location would be best to remain under as few eyes as possible.
My location would love to be behind as many walls and surrounded by guards.
All right. I'll make my way to the estates tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll convene with you and your friends, and I will, as you say, tell you everything. And we
Great.
can go from there.
Great.
And Sweeney, I do apologize about how things turned out before. It was never my intention to put your life in jeopardy, or the others of the Velvet League. I do believe the ends, we did get him. We did.
Oh, what a terrible way to apologize. Just a really bad way to do it. The ends justify the means is not really good apologizing.
I'll see you tomorrow, Sweeney.
Hey, did you make a disease that targets wizards?
What? Roll a insight check for me.
That means yes.
That's a natural 20.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, you're
So, insight isn't like reading minds, so you don't like get the answer, but you do.
Oh, it's just me reading your notes.
Yeah,
Can I
you're just
have
reading my notes. Yeah, here they are. So when you say that, with a natural 20, you clearly see recognition in her face.
Mm-hmm.
Not, ooh, you figured out my evil plan recognition, but like, she knows what you're talking about. There is a look of shame in her face, and her eyes quickly dart away to hopefully cover up the quick surprise that you've thrown her way.
And having my suspicions confirmed almost exactly, I say, see, here's how I figure it. You don't seem like someone who makes sloppy decisions. Actually, that's not true. I don't feel that way about you. I think you are sloppy. I think you look for ways to solve problems with convenience rather than finesse. And I think you thought about a way to remove wizards that you didn't like in a more subtle way, and you figured out how to give them a communicable disease that targets only wizards. And by the way, stop me if I'm anywhere not exactly on the truth. And I think you developed this disease. And then I think you forgot how diseases work. And I think it got away from you. Or, option 2, which is also looks super bad for you. Option 2 is someone took it from you and started using it and spreading it in the world. Regardless, you see the trust problem, I think. I'm like at the door, but I've been saying all this from the door.
Right.
The door is still
He's been
closed.
slowly backing away.
Slowly.
Door is still closed. 'Cause
As you've been
obviously I'm
saying this,
not.
the room is getting darker. No, as you're about to leave, she stops you. She says, "We never intended to use it."
Yeah, but the funny thing is you still made it.
I'll see you tomorrow, Sweeney.
Yeah. Meet me out back by the petting zoo.
So you leave.
We have a petting zoo.
Oh,
at the
of
Yeah.
course we
Oh,
do.
I know. Well, of course. Every
first thing I built.
good estate must have a petting zoo.
They're also bronze keepers.
Oh,
Yeah, we pet
No.
you guys have really mishandled
we pet them.
the military power.
It's a heavy petting zoo.
Oh boy.
Aye, it is.
Hi. Welcome to me too.
I'm Danny the elephant. So
See
Sweeney,
me trunk.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's why they call him Danny the Elephant.
Everywhere Stu goes in this estate, he's more and more disgusted by what he sees.
It's like Caligula's playhouse.
Like you are fiddling while the world burns.
It's like
We didn't
Caligula,
know.
Nero, and Willy Wonka all got together and dropped acid.
Yeah.
It's like Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, it's like Mar-a-Lago.
yeah.
Or Neverland.
With more cupcakes.
So Sweeney, you return to the estates. Everyone sleeps. The next.
Oh boy, that birthday party. I mean nothing.
Nobody's there for you to say that to.
You're just saying to Bobbins, all right, well, I'm sure it was a lovely time.
I was just brothels.
Okay.
Don't tell people.
Did you want something? You rang the bell.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I just I'm just drunk.
All right. Well.
Bring me
Here's some
another
water.
Bring me another cheese blanket.
Oh goodness. I thought we decommissioned those.
Yeah, but we still got a stockhouse, buddy.
All right, I'll bring you the cheese blanket. And he leaves, and multiple little gnomes come back carting what is a cheese blanket. Munster. It's pretty good. It's old,
So stale.
but pretty hard.
But just such a terrible bedding.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah, and that's the evening. You all stew after telling many a story to these little kids and orphans are tuckered out. The teenagers have finally gone to bed. They were up a little bit later, but when you were speaking to them, you could see that they were, as much as they were enjoying their new home and all the pies and food they could eat, they've been worried.
Yeah, I assume relief is one of the biggest things that all of these people are having right now. And, like, if you were to look at me, you'd see me go to my door. I'm in my room. I go to my door. I turn around. I say, Izzy, what's it? And then I turn around and I go back. And I'm like, so I've been waiting to see you for so...
Oh.
And then I just go lie down and grumble to myself.
I want a cheese blanket.
The quilted ones. Those are the best.
They're pretty good.
What the fuck is this stupid place?
It hits the floor and shatters. So you all have a good night rest. The next morning comes. People are making their way down for breakfast, or in some case, pies. Breakfast pies, quiches.
Morning pie.
It's a breakfast pie. Some crepes. Everybody's making their way down to the table.
We call them creepies.
Creepies.
There's an E at the end.
My breakfast is just a bowl of peanut butter.
Ew.
My God.
Awesome.
How big? Just a really big bowl of peanut butter?
Yeah.
Soup bowl of peanut butter.
You know, like a pasta bowl.
God.
We established George Washington Carver exists in this world.
Yeah, no, he came to our world after he committed heresy
That's
in the fantasy world.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's a lich, reviled as a lich.
It's just a bowl of peanut butter and chocolate chips.
Nums.
Nice.
Nums.
All right.
I might want one of those.
So it's a normal morning for eating peanut butter and interesting breakfast choices. It's actually raining outside.
Oh.
It's like a light rain, so it's like, think of it like a comforting like Sunday
We had
afternoon
to close
rain.
down the petting zoo.
Close down the petting zoo.
Fuck.
No lawn party acts today, you know.
You see a guard rushing in, and Stu, you're down eating breakfast. I imagine at this point, a lot of the orphans are there eating as well.
Do you have any fruit? Just like normal fruit.
Hey, I'm right here.
Oh.
Yeah,
out.
no, we do. We have that in the fruit room, which is if you go down the hallway and then you make a right, you go through 3 archways, and then on the left, that's the fruit room.
Okay, I'm going to get my kids some actual nutrition.
No, you don't. Just have a seat. We'll get some guards to come and bring the regular food. They're just not used to bringing that, which is why we don't have it. And I apologize. We should have already had like a buffet option here because I know, diets and different wants. It's normally just us sitting here eating. So I apologize for that.
I should probably have some fruit too. I haven't pooped in 3 weeks.
More than normal.
I've been eating
food.
cheese blankets
The natural food.
constantly.
Yeah.
I eat my way into bed at night and out of my bed in the
I
morning.
thank you so much
Yeah.
for your hospitality.
Every night we fill your room with just like marshmallow fluffernutter and
Yeah.
and like a worm.
And
You
I
just
have to
eat
eat my
your
way
way
out. Yeah.
into It's adorable.
What?
No, I'm kidding. That's only on Sunday.
My goodness.
And Tuesdays.
Yeah. And sometimes on full moons
Yeah.
because it's glowing.
Your rampant hedonistic consumption is literally sickening.
Oh, we've got a medicine for that.
Yeah, we do. I don't have it on me though. Oh, wait.
It's just whipped cream.
Are we fully?
Somebody was coming in.
Yes. The dining hall door, as you guys are arguing, does open up, and you see a guard rush in and says, "We're so sorry. We didn't see anyone leave the estates. I'm sure he's fine. you look back and you see Bobbins coming in with with a little boy, with a kid, kind of drenched. He's been out in the rain, and he looks shivering and cold. And Bobbins is like,
is it one of my kids?
So you look
It's
at
not one of ours.
Yeah, you look at the kid, expecting to see like, oh, of course it's James or Sarah even. You don't recognize this boy. He looks cold. He looks like he's about 10 years old. Bobbins comes in with him, and I'm so sorry. I didn't see him leave. I'll get some blankets. I'll be right back. And
Bobbins,
real blankets.
Where'd you find him, Bobbins?
he was just outside. He was right at the door knocking. I think he said he got lost, so he was asking to come inside. So I'll be right back. And Bobbins runs off.
I rush to the kid, of course, and I'm like, "What's up, little guy? How you doing?"
Are you like trying to? He's shivering.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Little guy. God, he's got so many kids, he can't even keep track of them.
I take off like my cloak and like sort of put it
wrap
around
it around him, and he's nice to meet you, sir.
I'm Stu. What's your name?
My name's Billy.
Okay, now hearing that, detect magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, it gives you it just gives you I guess a taste of like whatever magic there is.
The
right?
school of magic, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to be within 30 feet, so I'm just close enough to be within range.
Right. I'm assuming you're doing it within the range of detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, be like, you're too far away. Burn a spell, sucker.
I mean, it lasts for a little while.
True.
Yeah, 10 minutes, I'm just going to sit here 40 feet away. There's no way to know.
So you cast detect magic, and I don't think you've seen this before, because there is magic coming off of this boy, but it is like all magic. It is like you can't even really nail down what this is.
Is it the same type of lots of types of magic I got off of
No, not the same
Janikraz.
types of
Or not.
magic you got off of Jiggyhor.
Jiggyhor?
No. If I wanted to give you a different look at it, right? So when you saw it on Jiggyhor, it was like swirling different types of magic. But they were different and separate, and you could see them. Some transmutation, some illusionary. You could see all different types swirling inside him, kind of like a pool of mixing all these in one. This is different. Because this you can't discern different types of magic in this person, in this kid. They all seem to almost be pure. Like a pure distilled of magic in this boy. And by the way, a lot of it.
Oh boy, do I wish I knew hold person. Dang it.
What's up, Sweeney? It looks like you're trying to...
I just sort of
Do you
say...
have any food I could have? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
this
hungry.
place has so much food.
Do you have any steak? Or
resistance.
or like a
I haven't said anything yet.
any fish or something that would be great.
Yeah, we can get
We have gummy fish.
Stu, can I
Swedish fish.
Yeah, we have gefilte fish. Stu, can I 2 seconds borrow you? Just 2 seconds.
Sure. What?
Just leave him to, let Bobbins, you can give the kids some shelter.
Bobbins has come back with a thick sweater and clothes. I'll take him to get changed. Just a moment. And Bobbins takes.
Well, actually, just
It'll just be a moment. He's freezing. Let me just give me a
Let the
second,
kid
Sweeney.
feel better, Stewie. Stewie. Oops.
that's
Sweeney.
you.
Say that
Do
to
it again.
yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you. A little bit of I'll be right back. And he just gives you eyes, Sweeney, and takes the boy off to one of the side rooms to change and warm up.
Cool. That wasn't a child. That was something weird.
What?
That wasn't a child. That was something weird.
What did you want?
Oh, shit.
That's not a child. That's not a kid. That's something weird. Magic. Lots of magic on that kid.
Are we danger level stabby?
Kids can be magic.
No, literal magic. Like all the magic. Like you ever see, like all the magic at once? No, didn't think so. All the magic at once.
I'm not really. I only know a few spells, and I haven't wasted my time with detect magic.
Okay, I feel like you're not listening to the that kid was all the magic.
I think what you aren't noticing is that the kid was in distress and needs help. Like so many things in the world that you were unwilling to help with. Oh, look, he's found a reason not to help someone. What a surprise. It's the Velvet League's deal these days.
Stu's got a point.
Where are we right now?
You guys are in the room, so you just saw Bobbins come up and drape some some additional. He had your Stu had his cloak over the kid, but drape some additional blankets and take him off to a side room to change.
If you don't recognize this kid, I think maybe it's good if we have a couple bronze keepers watching.
Yeah.
By the way, are you guys quiet about this? There are the other kids and refugees and some people eating breakfast.
Stu
here.
is never quiet.
Okay. So some of the kids are looking up from their food, like especially like some of the older kids are taking notice of the conversation. Some of the younger ones, like 10 or 8, are like talking to each other and like gossiping about it.
Don't worry, kids. Don't worry, kids. Go back to eating your Skittles. Everything's
Who
fine.
was that? Who was that? And some of them are
know.
asking each other. A lot of them don't know or haven't seen the kid before.
I mean, we pick up refugees as we go, so.
All right.
I call a bronze keeper over
Okay.
to say, do watch that kid.
Actually,
I'm sorry.
Horace, there's no need to do that. Just call him off, my sweet Babu. And my sweet Babu is the trigger word for my contingency spell. I cast Mislead. So I create an illusion of myself that just walks back and sits back at my breakfast, while an invisible version of me walks towards where the kid was.
Where the kid is?
Do we know about that?
Why does he
one?
call me my sweet babu?
I don't know. Can you pass me the whipped cream? Please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Here you go.
So
Thank you.
Sweeney, you're following after, and you actually see you're stepping into a side room, and at this point, Bobbins is walking out. You also see another gnome has stepped in, and the boy Billy is sitting at a table in the side room. He's now in like a big, thick, heavy, woolly sweater, some new pants.
Okay, good. I wasn't going to watch this kid change.
Right. And one of the gnomes comes in and sets a plate down in front of him, and it's a plate of, it looks like some really nice fish. And the gnome nods to the kid, and Billy nods as in thank you. And the gnome leaves, and Bobbins is off to get some other things, some other blankets for the kid, and the kid just starts digging into that fish. He picks one up with his hands are shaking, and he starts biting into one of those fish.
Okay. I
I can just picture you creeping in the doorway.
Yeah,
You're invisible.
I'm invisible.
Just lurking.
Yeah, but this magic thing might be able to see him anyway.
Maybe. I stand in the doorway, I walk up to the table, and I just knock on the table so that if he doesn't know I'm there, he will be very surprised. And if he does know I'm there and doesn't realize I'm invisible, he's just going to look at me normal. And as I knock, I'm just going to step out of directly in front of him in case he looks up and shoots lasers out of his face at the doorway. I'm just going to be just off to the side from that.
He could probably turn his head.
Yeah, but he won't, if he doesn't know I'm there, he's not going to think to look there. And if he can see me, I'm fucked either way. So
you knock on the table. He reacts to it, like the knocking. He's a bit surprised by it.
Okay, he's startled.
You can roll an insight check for me.
Okay. 22.
22
million.
$.
Okay. When you see him do this, react like he's a bit startled, you notice that it looks like he put a lot of effort into that surprise startle. It wasn't natural. Mm-hmm. And he goes back and looks around like he's surprised. Where did that sound come from? And then he goes back and starts chewing more on his fish.
I sit down in front of him.
On the table?
Is there a chair on my side?
No, there's a chair. The table's up against the wall, and there's a chair that he's sitting in, facing the wall, eating the fish on the plate.
Okay.
It's think of it like a side room, like a little office.
Got it. Yeah, I'll just sit with my
This is, by the way, just to give some context. This room is where the gnomes do paperwork and things like that, and we'll set people on specific chores and things.
Okay, I'll sit on the end of the table, and just sort of look down at him. Boo! I'm a ghost.
He again looks frightened and looks around. Who's there?
It's the ghost of magic.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Ghost. And he picks up the plate of fish and he runs out of the room.
Leave the fish and come back and sit down, actually, because I don't want to talk to you.
He runs out of the room.
Oh, no, don't. Stop. Wait, actually, I do need to see where that kid goes.
And he goes out into the main room where the kids are, and he looks at you, Stu. He goes, excuse me, there's a ghost in your office.
I'm busy arguing with the misled portrait of
Sweeney.
Sweeney.
I'm just sitting there
just not responding to
moving my mouth like I'm chewing, although I haven't actually touched my spoon.
Yeah.
And I'm just sort of looking straight into the middle distance. So I'm looking at your are you standing or sitting?
I'm actually standing behind you.
I'm looking at your navel. Or no, you're behind me?
I'm standing
just
behind
looking
you,
straight ahead.
just asking you to turn around and look at me, and you're just staring straight ahead.
I'm looking in the direction of where the kid went.
Yeah.
So it's not totally suspicious that I'm not listening to you.
And I should mention a couple of the kids who were survivors of the Giants way back in the day are like, so you're Horace, right? Like,
yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah, some of these guys
kids
remember
you.
Yeah.
Because it's been about a little bit over a year, but they saw you fight and kill a Fomorian in front of them.
Yeah, a lot of the surviving kids definitely idolize you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
They often like dressed up as the different members of the Velvet League and like thought you guys were the best. And Stu sort of let them keep that idea, even if he's become disgusted with it.
I will say, even like a step a little bit farther, some of them, like some of the kids are wearing like what you guys were wearing back then, like kind of like an homage to you. Like some of the girls have their hair like Izzy, like with some spider stuff in the hair as well.
Yeah, they all were like how you looked when you saw them back in the day. I know you've changed a little bit.
Yeah, I
since
think I had like the two palms.
Yeah,
I think.
you with the two hair
pigtails.
buns.
Boys and girls do enjoy the leather bikini look.
Yeah, one of the little boys has like a leather bikini over his shirt.
Is anybody wearing what Horace used to wear?
No, none of them. No, yeah.
No, I'm sure at least a couple of them.
They keep calling
do.
you Darnson. Just
There's
kidding.
a couple in pastel.
No, you were like a fighting machine. Like some of them definitely looked up to you.
Yeah. They grew out their hair long.
Oh.
Yeah, some are rocking like a real long,
man buns.
Cool.
long man bun look.
Oh, yeah. So one of them, I bend down and pull out my compact and like blush up his cheeks a little bit. And be like, that'll give you a little color.
And the kid's in awe. He just like doesn't care, like as you're just like patting the stuff on his face.
Anyway, so the weird kid comes out.
The little boy runs out. Excuse me, there's a ghost in the office.
Here we go again.
I can fix that.
I make my illusion, because I can control it, turn to you. First time I'm looking at you and say, he can see invisibility. He just pretends he can't.
Do we hear
That's
that?
not what I was talking about, you son of a bitch.
I don't know. I haven't been listening.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. The Velvet League will be back next week for part 2 of our adventure with Daniel Fernandez. In the meantime, you can follow Daniel on Twitter at LOTR_Dan. Photos and character art can be found in the show notes on partialarc.com. And while you're there, why not check out some of our other podcasts, including Because Comics, where Mike Christensen and I talk about the weird and wacky stories of comic books. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.